Hello, it's Pete Thompson, Head of Product Management at HTK, and we're here for our penultimate deep dive video. Today we're looking at group membership and how you can use group membership in your loyalty program. So we offer two different types of group membership, one that's appropriate if you're a B2B organisation and one that's relevant if you're a B2C type of organisation. I'm going to cover off all the capability and I'll talk about certain capability that's different between the two different types as and when it arises in the demo. But essentially, in any group, you have a group leader and then you have what we call sub-accounts or additional group members. Now, the whole premise really of a group and the whole benefit as to why people may decide to join a group is that you can pull together your points and therefore you can work towards redeeming the more expensive rewards quicker if you're all kind of pooling your points together. So I'm logged in as a loyalty member, myself there, Pete Thompson. There I'm playing the guitar, looking very rock and roll. And I am the leader of this group, and therefore, as a result, I can see this Your Club. So this is what we've just named the group membership scheme in Crease Jeans loyalty program. So you can name it whatever you like. You build it out in the widgets for the WordPress portal. And you can see there's my individual point balance, 333 points, but you'll see my group point balance is higher than that, is 665. And that is because, if I click on Your Club, you can see I have another member of my group, Anna Arnold, who has a points balance of 332, a lifetime points of 80, and an active status. She's a current active member. Now I can delete her from my group, and in B2C world that will restore her to an individual member with her own point balance, and she can carry on being an individual member. In B2B world, because it's likelihood if you're deleting someone they either no longer work for you as an organisation, then it withdraws their account. You keep the points that person earned. You can restore them as an individual user, but they won't take the points with them, so they'll stay with the group. The other thing as well you can control as a program, as running a program, so this is as the HTK customer, the permissions that each group can have. Now here you can see I can't change these. That's because we've kind of hard-coded these for Crease Jeans, so every group operates the same. So people in the group can log into the portal, they can redeem offers and rewards, they can spend from the group points total, i.e. if they don't have enough points themselves, they can spend from the bigger balance. And that the group leader has to authorise any redemption. So no points will be gone before the leader says, no, you can't do that, or yes, you can. Now, you can configure this so each group can change the rules themselves, but in this case, just for the purpose of this demo, hard-coded, every group does it the same. Now, if I do get to authorise redemptions as the group leader, then they appear here, and I can just ignore and yes, accept it or click ignore, and then the redemption will be cancelled. I can invite other members if I wish to join the group, and they will receive an invitation email, and they can either accept or decline it, and they will show up in this table as pending until they accept, and then they will become active. So as me, Pete Thompson, as the group leader, I will be able to see in my point activity anytime there's been some activity, even if it's by other members. So I know that Anna redeemed the European City Break for 1,500. Now I can see the impact on me is the fact that took 752 points out of my point balance. So obviously Anna didn't have enough herself, but I authorised that, said it was cool. So you'll see any activity here that's in your group with regards to redemptions, but on the left you see the impact on you as an individual, because all these points down the side relate to your individual point balance. And the great way to use this feature is to combine it with our social community, because if we go back to the home page, and you remember if you watched the social community video, that with social community you can see your social media friends who are also in the program. So I invited Anna because look, she's got 332 points. What I might do is invite Ben as well, because he's got quite a lot of points, and Justin as well. So you can start to invite people to your group based on what your social community is telling you, like, oh look, these look people that might want to pool our points together. So that is in essence group membership. What it provides in the back end in terms of segmentation, let me show you. So I'm looking again at my record in Horizon. And in the loyalty and rewards part, you'll see that there is a linked accounts at the bottom here. So this is showing all accounts that are linked to my account. I'm the group leader. We can see that Anna Arnold is a sub account, therefore she's linked to my group account. And as a Horizon admin user, I can view her account, edit it, delete it, which will delete her from the group. It won't delete her as a contact record. And you can also do some segmentation. So you might want to encourage people who aren't in a group at the moment to create a loyalty group. You can do that quite simply by going into loyalty rewards, and you might go and look at membership type, and that will tell you who's individual, who's a group. So if we search for group, see currently there's 8 people that are in a group as opposed to 149 who aren't. So you might want to target those 149 and encourage them to join create a group, join a group, get their friends involved. And you can also again take that slightly further by looking at the level that a person has in a rule group. So group role. So here we see there on the final page, leaders or additional members. So you might have some comms that you particularly want to target your group leaders. So you can do that as well by looking at segmenting on leader, or if you want to look at people who are additional members of your group as well, you can go in there and look at that as well. So it gives you a nice way to segment, so a nice way to promote your group capability to your non-group members, and particularly to target comms at your group leaders as opposed to your additional members. You know, that could be the mother, the father in the household, if it's a B2C scheme. At a B2B level, it could be the CEO that you want to target with the newsletter and tell them the benefits so he can encourage his staff to use the program. Now, the final thing I'll cover is some of the admin related steps, and as a user of Horizon, you might not have to get involved in this. Our client services team could set this up for you. But in account settings, this is where you set up the type of group membership scheme you want to run. So it sits under loyalty and rewards, and it's their group loyalty membership. So for starters, you can enable group membership. You can also specify how many additional members a group have, so you can ensure that it's not going to get too big. So here we've got 10, but if this was 5, then only 5 active additional members could be in your group. You might invite 20, but only 5 can be active. Sub-account loyalty cards. If you're using physical loyalty cards, or there's a loyalty card number that differs from the membership number, it can support it in that way. And one of the great add-on to group membership is you can specify some rules that maybe people in the group can only be in the group with people who live at their own household, their same address. So you can put some address criteria in there, which means, okay, I can only be in a group with people who have registered the same address. Now, this is something Spotify use when they do their family membership. You know, you have to validate that the person you're inviting lives at your address. So you can do similar things like that. And then you can specify the group membership type, so B2B or B2C, and then a couple of different redirect URLs of where you want to send people to when they accept or reject an invite to join the group. So that's it. It's a relatively short video. The capability there is very rich around encouraging people to get together, pool their points, create this sense of community among your members, and therefore probably engage with the program more, and so it's another opportunity for engagement. So think of group membership as probably something to introduce if families are going to be a key target of your scheme, or businesses where there's many employers who are using the scheme. So you could be a could be a restaurant chain and you buy all your food from a particular wholesaler. That wholesaler may run a program, so you as the wholesaler will offer group membership, and you as the consumer may think, okay, I want my employees to be part of this program, and when they order their food, you know, we want to earn points, and as a business we can be rewarded for that. So give you some food for thought there, and please do get in touch if you have any questions about group membership, or any questions about the other videos you've seen in the series, or anything else about how HTK can help you with your loyalty and marketing. We'll speak again soon.